Hello and welcome. My name is Robin and you're watching Robin Reads. Today I'm going to talk about something very exciting. I think it is very exciting. And that is an unhaul that I'm going to do today with you guys, and also an unhaul project sort of. But I will talk more about that when we get to it. But first let me talk about the books that I'm going to unhaul. I have 4 categories, some smaller, some very big. And yeah, let's talk about the books. I think there are about 80 books that I'm going to unhaul. And yeah, I will talk about the reason why when I talk about the books. But yeah, let's get started with the first pile, which is the smallest one. These basically are books that I don't really like the cover of, and the spine, and I want new editions. A lot of these books are Dutch, but I will try to translate. So this is Two Women by Harry Mulisch, and I just really don't like this edition, so I want a new one when I get around to it. This one is by Bout van Boeg. The Little Blonde Dad, basically. I really love this book, but I really don't like this edition, so I want a new one. And then the last one is this one, a book by J. Slarhoff. It's called The Forbidden Empire, and I really like this book as well, but yet again I just don't really like this edition, so those are gonna go. Then the next pile is books that I am just not interested anymore in reading. The first book is Colima by Tom Rob Smith. You will hear more about the first book in my Reading Rainbow video when that will finally be up. But yeah, this is the second book, and I'm just gonna get rid of it. You will hear more about why in that video. This is a short story collection by a couple of authors, and I have had this for maybe even 10 years, so never read it, so just gonna unhaul it. Then I have this one, The Art of Dramatic Writing by Lajos Egri. So yeah, I'm just not really interested anymore in books about writing, and I think this is more about playwriting. I'm not sure, and yeah, just not interested anymore. And then the last one is this one, The Pilgrimage by Paulo Coelho. Yeah, as you know, I haven't had a very great reading relationship with Paulo Coelho, so therefore I'm just gonna get rid of this one. And then all the books, first the books that I have read but didn't really like, and I'm going to get rid of. Easy Life by Herman Koch. A Flight of Some Kind of Bird by Martin het Hart. Thinking of Bruce Kennedy by Herman Koch. I actually want to keep this one and the other one because I want to have like a collection of his work, but yeah, didn't really like it, so I'm just going to get rid of it. This one, Arctis Diary or something by Jelleboom Kostjes. Really like this one, but just not enough to keep it. The Pupil by Harry Mulisch. Yeah, didn't really like this one, so again, getting rid of it. The Magic Finger by Roald Dahl. Again, I thought I want to keep this because I want to collect these editions, but yeah, sorry if you can hear my dog barking. But yeah, I didn't really super like it. So then Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. Yeah, I reread this like last year or 2 years ago or something, and yeah, it was really disappointing. So yeah, it's just not for me. So I don't want to reread this, so I'm just gonna get rid of this. The Procedure by Harry Mulisch. Really didn't like this one. This was like really weird. Then The Anger Outburst of Beth by Christian Vasella. I read this book like 10 years ago, I think, or something. Can't remember what it's about. And I'm not interested in rereading it, so gonna go. Then this one, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde and Other Stories by R.L. Stevenson. Yeah, I really liked Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, but yeah, the other stories I'm just not really interested in. And I want to have Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, but not the other ones, so gonna get rid of that. Then all the books I'm going to get rid of, because my library actually has them. And a little bit closer. And all these books aren't like nice looking. I only want the nice looking books on my shelves. So if I would read these, I would eventually get rid of them. So why not just get rid of them, then just borrow them from the library. I'm just gonna do that. Because I've had very large book collection for a couple of years, and I just don't really like it anymore. And I think this is even pretty large, so yeah, it's just enough. So let's talk about the books. I have talked about a couple of these in book hauls, but yeah, gotta get rid of them. For example, a lot of books by Monique French, because again my library has them, and again not very great editions or anything, so just gonna get rid of these. If you want the full title, just look in my book haul video. Just not gonna get over all of them. Then Moon and Sun by Stefan Brijs. I'm a little bit hesitant about this because I actually do like this, so I think I'm just gonna keep it. But yeah, maybe on my Unhaul Project, but that's going to go over there. Then one that I hauled just recently is this one, The Whistler by John Grisham. My library has it, and very ugly, so get rid of it. The Boys from Brazil by Ira Levin. Stoner by John Williams. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I really like this one, actually, but if I like the series, I just want the box set. I haven't read the series, but if I like a series, I just want the box set, or just buy them in one go, because then I have all the right editions. So I'm just gonna get rid of this. Me Before You by Jojo Moyes. The Last Offer by Simone van der Vlucht. Master of the Black Mail by Otfried Preußler. Something, a very difficult Dutch title, by Martin Hart. Eagle by Stefan Brijs. Again, really don't like this edition, but really want to read this. The Dream House by Rachel Moore. Or yeah, The Dream House. And The Cuckoo's Calling by Robert Galbraith. And I'm actually not going to read this series, because all of the drama around J.K. Rowling, I don't want to support her, and I'm not interested in the series. I was a little bit interested, but now I'm just totally not. So just gonna unhaul that. The Secret of the Writer by Renate Dorsheim. Totally Yours by Connie Palmer. The Horse Boy, I think. I'm not sure if it has an English title somewhere. Yeah, The Horse Boy by Rupert Isaacson. Again, a book that I really want to read, but not going to keep. Again, difficult Dutch title by Baudouin Buch. Secret something difficult. Renate Dorrestein. Book by J. Bernlef. Just gonna go over them because they're Dutch. A book by Joost Zwageman. A book by Theo Thijssen. A book by Jacoba van Velde. Of Mice and Men and Cannery Row by Steinbeck. Again, want to read this, but I don't like this edition. and therefore I'm not going to keep it. Everything is Illuminated by Jonathan Safran Foer. I do like this book, but I have very sort of difficult relationship with this author, so just gonna get it from the library when I want to. A book by Anna Enquist, The Secret, it's called. I think this one is translated, but nah, I'm not sure, but that one. Then another Baudouin book, The Summit Garden by Ian McEwan. Yeah, really am interested in this one, but again, library. If Beale Street Could Talk by James Baldwin. A Judgment in Stone by Ruth Rendell. The Lost by Connie Palmen. Finnish Days by Herman Koch. I really hate this spine, so therefore I'm gonna go. The Canterbury Tales by Chaucer. I was reading this, but yeah, it was just a bit too difficult for me, so I'm probably going to read the audiobook of that. Come Here, So I Can Kiss You by Giet Op de Beek. Again, hauled this recently, but you know, I don't have space. Safe as Houses, I think this one is called, by Simone van der Vlucht. And the last one, The Darkness That Divides Us by Renate Doorstein. Really excited about this one actually, but again, library. So those are all the books that I'm actually going to unhaul. Now let's talk about the books that I'm going to be doing an unhaul project for. So first off, another book haul, unhaul. But basically my unhaul project is about the books that look ugly to me. So don't want to keep them on my shelves for that reason, but my library doesn't have them and I still really want to read them. So what I'm going to do is try and read all of these books, except for a couple, we'll talk about that in a bit. All of these books the rest of this year. Probably in December I'm going to do like a very big reading sprint for all of these books. But yeah, let's talk about all of the books. So the first set of books, try and lift them, are these books. These are basically Agatha Christie books, and these are bind-ups of her books and stories and stuff. And yeah, I really don't like these editions, but I still want to try and read them. But these are an exception of the rule, but I will try and read them. I will start with the second one next month, or this month, October. Then all the other books that I'm going to try and read this month. The first one is Tara Road by Maeve Binchy. I hope I will like this more than the last book I tried to read of her. But again, yeah, just very correct spine and stuff. So very interested to read this still. But again, Unhaul Project. Next one is Tell Me Lies by Jennifer Cruzy. You guys know that I tried to read all of her books this year, and this is second to last one. So that's going to happen. Then this one, The Storyteller by Antonia Michaelis or something. This is a YA book, and I really need some more simpler, easier reads. So therefore I chose this one for this month. One that I recently hauled is this one, NW by Sage Smith. I might keep this, but it depends on how I like it. And the last one is the only Nicky French book that my library didn't have. That is The Memory Game, I think it's called in English. Yes, The Memory Game. So I'm just gonna read that this month. Then the other books that I'm going to read, probably in December. Falling for You by Jill Mansell. Fever Pitch by Nick Hornby. The Regatta Mystery by Agatha Christie. Dr. No by Ian Fleming. Death on the Nile by Agatha Christie. The Piano Man by Bernlev, The Big World by Arthur Japin, Don't Leave Me Alone by Renate Dorrestein. These I'm going to read because they're all very small, as you can see. As is this one, Loss, I think, by Nikki French. Let me see. Can't find it, but I think like Loss or something. This one by Karen Slaughter. Let me see if I can find the English title. Martin Misunderstood, this one is called. Again, because it's so short, I'm just gonna read that. The Power and the Glory by Graham Greene. The Fall by Marga Minko, again, short one. Delay by Tim Cabé, short one. Duel by Joost Zwageman. The Crow by Kader Abdullah. Take a Chance on Me by Jim Mansell. Again, a book haul book recently. The Other Hand by Chris Cleave. Star by Danielle Steele. This one I have tried to read and I really just need to get to it. Another Agatha Christie book, One to Buckle My Shoe. Another haul book recently. This one, The Coming of Joachim Stiller by Hubert Lampo. Sort of short one. Bind by F. Borderwijk. A very long Dutch title, which I'm not going to translate, by Dimitri Verhulst. Lisa's Breath by Karel Glastra van Loon. And the last one is Poetical Works by Lord Byron. Again, this one I'm just gonna try and read whenever. Just gonna start it and then see how far I get. But yeah, those were all the books that I'm going to unhaul and do my unhaul project for. Let me know down below if I need to keep some of these books or yeah, whatever you want to say to me. Yeah, I'm very glad that I'm going to get rid of all of these books. Because as you can see, my book shelves are packed and I don't have room for anything else. That wasn't the reason that I unhauled all of these books, but it still was very nice to see that my books fit on my shelves. So yeah, that's going to be it for today. So I really hope you liked this video. So please like, comment and subscribe and I will see you later.